Hi everyone and welcome to Jane Talks Real. Today I'm going to be talking about the traps of the Saw franchise so far and how I think I would do in each situation. So for those of you who don't know, Saw was the brainchild of James Wan and Lee Whannell, who kicked off the currently 8-movie franchise, soon to be 9, in 2004 with a laughably small budget. They changed the face of horror and introduced the torture porn subgenre. Saw had a murderer.
I've never murdered anyone in my life.
Sure, dude. Whatever you say. Anyway, Saw had a guy who put people in traps and tested their will and how far they were willing to mutilate themselves to live. Today, I'm going to be looking at Could I Survive? The Razor Maze. Crawling through a maze of razor wire seems very difficult to do without slicing yourself up pretty badly. But I would have given it a go. 2 hours seems plenty of time to work something out. Flammable jelly. Judging how clumsy I am, I would have gone the same way Mark did. If it weren't for the whole being on fire thing, I would have happily and methodically tried all the combinations to find the right one. The reverse bear trap. I would have done this, especially if the quote-unquote dead person was someone I didn't know that well. The drill chair. Given the time, I would have again methodically tried all the keys, but yeah, I'm with Sing on this one. Let's bust that thing. The quadruple shotgun hallway. Yeah, no, I totally would have died here. I'm clumsy AF. The bathroom trap. No way I would have sawn my own foot off. If cutting the chain didn't work, I'd have tried the pipe. It looked pretty rusty. Failing that, I would have gone for the foot crush, a la Detective Matthews, rather than taking that saw to my ankle. The Venus flytrap. I think I would have been okay here. I would have cut at the stitches under my eye and tried to dig the key out that way, rather than taking a blade to the eyeball itself. The furnace. Obby was a dumbass. I would have inspected every inch of that furnace before reaching for the antidote. I would have solved this one no problem. The needle pit. I wouldn't have gotten in, and I also wouldn't have thrown someone else in. I would have leaned over the edge and started tossing needles out into the room until I found the right one. I don't know if I'd have done it in time though. Probably not. The razor box trap. I would have inspected the box thoroughly first, and even if there wasn't a key in the lock, after sticking one hand in, I wouldn't have stuck the other in. The way the blades are set, you could use your free hand to lift them up and get your trapped hand out. The classroom trap. Nope, death for me, and I'm not talking about it being sealed. I would have started with the jaw ring, realised I had no hope, and just waited for death. The angel trap. Yeah, I'd have gone for this one. It's just losing a bit of hand skin. If it were escapable, I'm pretty sure I'd have gotten out. The freezer room. I would have gotten on with this one. It doesn't matter how cut up my face got. I'd get that damn key. That poor woman. The pig vat. I wouldn't have hung about on this one. It's such a simple sacrifice. Like, I'm a sentimental person, but I would burn everything I own to save a life. I mean, I've never experienced the loss of a child, but I wouldn't sully their name by allowing someone to die because of it. The rack. This one is a no-brainer. I could have stayed out of the line of fire while securing the key, and I wouldn't have taken all night with it. The knife chair. Yeah, why not? I'd have given this a go. Looks painful as hell, though. The mausoleum. Step 1 for me would have been to find a way to cut my mouth stitches. That hook to the leg would have done nicely. Then I could have cooperated with the other person to get out. See what I see. Once this was set off, I don't know if I'd have had the stomach to stick around and see it through. I would have tried, but past a certain point, I'm counting her as lost. Sorry, Brenda. Although, if I had a gun handy like Rig did, I would have tried to shoot her hair free, or if it came to it, mercy killer. Feel what I feel. Nope, couldn't have done it. It's the anticipation. I'd have died. And side note, being in Rig's position, I don't care how rapey Ivan was. I would not have forced him into that trap. Just arrest the dude or beat him up or something. Save as I save. While I wouldn't want to cause the death of a spouse, I would have gotten to a point of thinking, we're both going to die anyway, so I might as well save myself. Especially if I had a child to think about. Judge as I judge. I would have been more vigilant trying to stop Rig coming through the door if I knew what would happen. Also, there are plenty of things in that room. I would have tried to wedge something between the pincers of the device. It's worth a try. The pendulum trap. Holy shit! I would have crushed my hands without hesitation through pure fear. Get me out of this crazy death machine! The head cube. I never would have thought of what Strom did, so I would have died. I would have at least tried to drink some of the water on the way out, though. The collars. I'm pretty physically strong, so I could probably overpower some of the people to get my key, but I definitely would have championed trying to cooperate here. There was enough time to save everyone. Odd man out. Yeah, I'd have grabbed a key as soon as one was available, call me selfish. But I thought it was kind of obvious there was room for more than one person per shelter. The bathtub. I would have stood with my back to the wall and hoped I wasn't one chosen for bath time. The buzzsaw table. Nope, fuck this shit. I'm chucking in Luba's arm and Charles's gooey bits before I'm sticking my hand in there. The glass coffin / crushing room. It's hard to tell with this one. I may have gotten into the coffin and hoped for the best, or taken my chances facing down Hoffman by going back out through the door. But I wouldn't have hid behind it like a half-assed jump scare. Pound of flesh. I'm not going to do this one, thanks. I would have thrown the tools down the chute and hoped that tipped the scale in my favour. The breathing room. I could probably win this one. As a kid, I used to see how long I could hold my breath in the bath. I still do it now sometimes. If it's the first of many games, I know I'm going to need to be alive. Sorry, Hank, you're going down. The neck wire trap. It's a tough choice, but I'm with William here. Addie to live, Alan to die. The steam room. I'm pretty flexible. I'm sure I could have turned the levers without getting steam burned, although I don't think there would have been enough time to get the key to Debbie. The shotgun carousel. If I do nothing, all 6 will die, so I might as well save 2 of them. Don't ask me how I pick, though. Easton's reasoning seemed pretty sound, but when there was only one person left, I would have run back out the room so I didn't have to watch. Live or die. What the fuck, Brent? No, I wouldn't have killed Easton. That's actual murder. The public execution. I would have done my best to keep the saw off myself. Whoever else got it, I would just make sure it wasn't me. The horsepower trap. Instead of reaching for the lever, I would have braced both hands on the seat and tried to rip myself free. I don't know if this would have worked, though. The lawnmower trap. Yeah, sure. I'd punch a dude into some lawnmowers. Speak no evil. This one angers me. It's sound-based, right? And she keeps screaming, "Knock the bitch out, take the key and unlock the trap." Concussion is better than death. See no evil. There's plenty of bits and pieces in the room. Surely something would have been able to block the spikes to stop them from going into my side. Hear no evil. I'm going to spend 10 seconds of my allotted time taking my shoelaces out and tying the key to it. That way, if Cale drops it, I can still get it back and try again. Although, side note on this one, the counter doesn't start until he plays the tape, so I would have got Cale to safety first before even touching the tape recorder. The teeth combo. This one is so fucking dumb. It makes no sense. Yeah, whatever, I'll pull my stupid teeth out. The brazen bull. With a loved one at risk, I'd give this a go. But if I was able to shortcut the rest of the traps without repercussion, I might have taken my chances climbing up the chains or sticking the hooks in my belt loop. The bucket heads. A blood sacrifice of any amount? You bet your ass I'm going to put my hand straight on that wall and see what happens. If nothing, then I've still got time to figure out a backup plan. The chain hangers. I would have picked the syringe with the dollar amount on it as it seemed the most logical choice, but I would have stabbed it somewhere less vital and only a little just to see what it did first. The leg wire / grain silo trap. Ooh, I'd struggle with this one. Yeah, other people are in danger, but those people just left my trapped ass behind and I don't fancy losing my leg, thank you. The spiral of death. I'd have tried my best to stay still. I don't know if I would have made it. But if Anna jammed the mechanism, I would have pulled the brake straight away, not hung upside down celebrating like a dumb motherfucker. The shotgun keys. I would have grabbed the gun first and thoroughly inspected it before making any rash decisions. The laser collars. I would confess to anything and everything, even if I didn't do it. It's worth a shot. So there you have it. That's my opinion on how far I would go to survive. What traps could you do, and which ones would be a step too far? Let me know in the comments or come say hi on Twitter. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, share and subscribe. I'll speak to you soon, and thanks for watching.